doing? Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Only needing 2 yards on second down. Play action. Now it's Tua. It got his man. Complete. 27 yards there, a first down.
Complete to Albert Wilson.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. It was Von Miller who shot in there to get him down. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Tua. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
Their own 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins.
Makes the score Dolphins 7, Broncos nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Kyle Van Noy in on the stop. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now Gordon on first down. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Gordon, the ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
At their 49-yard line.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Block working out of the gun. This one complete to the running back, Lindsay. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain of 13. It's a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
The 38-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Locke. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Brings up second.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
A gain of 4. And it's third down.
Out of the gun on third down, here's Tua. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
In punt formation for the Dolphins.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Returning it, here's Spencer. A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10.
3-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
2nd and 9 from the 44. From the gun, it's Locke. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
The former first-round pick Kareem Jackson there defensively. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Here's Tua. Complete to the running back, Matt Breida. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 49-yard line. Tua going to hand this one to Breida. And some room to maneuver. Taking it right down Broadway. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Matt Breida, 49 yards. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And Spencer will elect to not bring it out here. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script play.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Xavier Howard, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. On first down, here's Brolott. And he's going to be met at about the 43. The tackle made by Todd Davis.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once...
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Barreling in for the sack, Shelby Harris.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. On 2nd and 9. Locke. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Tim Patrick, 79 yards. And the Broncos able to show off their quick strike ability. And that one makes it 14-7.
Exodus for Dolphins, 14. Broncos, 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101 tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
There he goes left side. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Matt Breida, 85 yards. And the Dolphins strike quickly here for 6 points. And oh, it's no good on the PAT. So they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there on the catch and run. 68 yards.
Ready to get it started now.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for 1st and goal. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. So they had a good drive going, a chance to build on this first half lead, but now you kind of feel like we got a new ball game.
And you wonder what the discussion will be now at halftime because I think we were headed towards one. Now it's a different discussion altogether. One side optimistically, the other side wondering what could have been.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Second and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Looking for Parker again, and this time he's got him. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
And the Dolphin first down.
Two and now on first down. Now and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Second down.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alexander Johnson. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
At their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Noah Igbenogany. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And oh, it's no good. For the second time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Brandon McManus to kick off for
the Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. fielded near the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Alexander Johnson. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the 3rd quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon. And he'll get this down to about the 30-31-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
From the 31, Locke. This is the tight end fan. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
1st and 10.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Got a man and he hits him in stride. That catch good for only a couple.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Locke. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Noah Fant on the touchdown pass from Drew Lock. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. The big man, Jarrell Casey, in on the stop.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts him in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
Complete to
that one, a first down pickup of 8.
8 yards.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 32-yard line.
Now 2nd and 11 from the 32. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. That'll be complete to Breida. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Fakes the give to Gordon. Now here's Locke to throw. Oh, he'll air this one. And this is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Give him 32 on the play.
The 3-yard line.
They'll try and punch it in. Gordon, nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2.
The ball carrier.
No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
No gain.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They'll try to run with Lindsey, and he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
Down and 3 yards to go.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. Now Locke. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Broncos are an extra point away from taking the lead.
Brandon McManus.
And with the rules as touchy as they can be, it's so hard to complete a diving catch in the end zone, but he just did it pretty well.
How about him getting his body, his hands, everything underneath and around the football without it hitting the ground and causing some doubt in the minds of the people who have to look at this and possibly review it. What a tremendous effort and a great catch.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach?
Incomplete.
That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target, and he didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Welcome back now to Denver. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. In a tie game, fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick six hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the fourth. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The former first-round pick, Kareem Jackson, there defensively.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
He sets to fire deep. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. He's at the 40. The 20. 10. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Preston Williams, 84 yards. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And, Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is, but he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
Taken about 7 yards deep.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold them to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down.
For Cortland Sutton.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Throwing again. Block. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now Locke again. Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Locke again here on 2nd and 10. They'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I'm sure that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up fourth. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll kick it away for the second time. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Finally a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with it.
On second down, a run with Brolott. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through three quarters. No reason to lighten up now. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Now this one complete on the slant route. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. So first and 10 now from the 30. Out of the shotgun, Brolott. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. The defense, they'll spread the field, a dime package here on 3rd and 12. Tagovailoa looking to throw it. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
He'll find Lindsey here. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Lock to throw. Open man, he completes it to Judy. 7 yards there and a first down.
Good for a Denver Broncos.
Now Lock. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end. That'll bring up second down.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress, and I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, but now it'll be 3rd down. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game, but a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that. That could finish things off for them.
To throw is Lock. And that will be incomplete. 4th down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, over-excited, and blow an assignment and give up the big first down.
Now this is fielded in the end zone. And he's going to be tackled inside his 10-yard line. May hear a few words from his head coach on that decision. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
At his own 5-yard line.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They run again with Breida. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
Harris. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. Here's Matt Hawk now. He's been terrific so far. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 20.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far. Now it's Breida. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to...
And he is in for the score! And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it up.